Hey there, everyone. Thought I would check in. It's been a while since I've done a live feed on here, live stream. So, wait a few minutes to let some people come in. What is going on right now? I didn't realize I had a green screen. What does that do? That's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally... Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like that background. That's cool. So, basically, I just wanted to come on here. The picture in the background is what I took from the beach down in Central Florida. But I just wanted to check in with everyone to see how we're all doing with this heat wave. Today was, oh my God, a scorcher. Like, it blows my mind that it was cooler in central East Coast Florida, Brevard County, just south of Cocoa Beach of where I was. It was cooler down there. Hi, Steven, how are you? And it was cooler down there than what it was up here in Middle Tennessee. So I kind of just wanted to come on here and check with everyone and see how are we all doing? Hey there, Light. How are we holding up through this massive heat wave? Because I know today here at my house, I've got a personal weather station, and it was 99 degrees with the heat index, heat index was 115, and the feel like was like 109. Oh my God. Guys, I don't blame you. Heat wave is amazing. Oh my gosh. I know, very little rain. Absolutely, ugh. I know, like, to the east of me, to the south of me, they've been getting rain popped up, and ugh. So how's it been there, Stephen, in Southern California? What's the temperature like been there? I know I had to get out very briefly today to go and get my picture ID taken for work. And I told the guys, I was like, I am going to literally run as fast as I can from the car to inside the building. And so don't ask questions if you see somebody running. But it was just, 90s to like, oh my God. Joshua Tree, beautiful down there from inside AC. Yeah, absolutely insane. But I mean, the great news is, Arthur, it's been hot in Michigan. Yes. My old roommate lives up in Alma, Michigan, and her husband's a farmer. It's been crazy, but they've been getting at least some storms, some showers up there and stuff. I'm just hoping. We've gotten no showers here, and it's just been dreadful. Ugh. But the good news is it's going to change this week. This week we're going to get showers back in, and that'll be great. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hey there, Patrick. Still in Florida. No, I am back home now. Got home Monday. I got up at 4:30 in the morning Eastern time and drove up to northern Alabama, stopped to see my grandma, and then finally got home around 11 p.m. It was a very long day for me. Colorado Springs. Ooh, how is it up there in Colorado Springs, Light? I'm very interested. I bet it's been a little hot too there, part of the heat dome. But hopefully this weekend this ridge of high pressure that's over us is gonna start sliding off to the east, and we'll get some showers starting to come back in. Temperatures are gonna drop, which is gonna be great. So hopefully we'll get some relief. Colorado Springs got flooded a bit. Wow. Yeah, we're kind of winding down towards the end of severe season, especially where I'm at. We won't get anything unless a cold front comes through in a couple of months when we start getting towards fall and everything. And then, of course, we've got our second severe season at the end of the year that's produced tornadoes. We'll see how it goes this year. But the backdrop behind me, I turned on the green screen. I've never done this before, but that's actually one of the pictures that I took from the beach when I was down back home in Florida off of Patrick Space Force. To me, it'll always be Patrick Air Force Base, but I guess it's the Space Force Coast or Space Force Base now. But so the funny story is I met my son for dinner, and then I was driving back south to my best friend's house where I was staying, and I was like, I bought this little jar that I wanted to get of sand in it to bring back home with me. So I have a little bit of home in my current home. And when I got out onto the beach, I started seeing lightning, and it was just like a few miles off the coast over the ocean. And oh my God, I took a video and grabbed stills off of it, but it was absolutely insane. You're right, Patrick. I was hoping to get up there to the plains season, or the high plains. But yes, I am going to get Starlink this fall, actually. I've already planned on that. But I had just started my current job right before summer, and then school got out. So for those that don't know, I work for a local police department. I'm a crossing guard for an elementary school. So summer hit, and so I didn't really get a chance to save up a whole lot of money for chasing. My backstory is I just started back at work after dealing with a broken leg and being out of work for 3.5 years, dealing with an incurable nerve illness. December, I had a spinal cord stimulator put in my spine to help with the pain. It's a constant, extreme pain, and every drug out there for it I have tried, and it's drug resistant, so there is no cure for it. It is a lifelong sentence, but the great news is the spinal cord stimulator is working. It's managing my pain greatly. I really gotta turn this green screen off because it's driving me insane. Let's just hold on. How do I turn this off, guys? But yes, I am much better now. There you go. Okay, I'm in my living room. Pain is much better. It's very tolerable. They gave me an iPhone SE with the app loaded on it, and it's Bluetooth. I control it, so everything's good now. But Starlink is roughly about $500, and you pay about $150 a month for the plan. So, and thank you, Light. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. But yeah, everything's good. So I am going to be getting Starlink for chasing this fall, and get Jeepers all equipped up so that way we're not having the streaming issues that I have been battling nonstop. I even got a device to put in the Jeep. I can't think of it. Starts with an R. But it basically takes my Wi-Fi or my hotspot for my phone, and it's a router. Thank you. Okay. So I had a router put in, and it takes the hotspot and creates like a Wi-Fi hub. So I've been running off of that. I am in the Starlink beta program for my phone. Unfortunately, it's just texting right now, but they are constantly launching Starlink cell data to cell satellites. My son works for SpaceX also, so he's kind of keeping me up to date on some of this stuff. But they're constantly lighting up or launching more satellites. So hopefully in the near future we'll have data for Starlink on the phone also, which I think would help. I just don't know like how much of a difference it would be using Starlink on the phone for data versus getting the dish. So, but once I'm back to work, I'm gonna save up the money and fork out the $500 and go ahead and do it. And then if I get it on the phone, then that's just an extra, backup to have. So, and then, Starlink also has to where if you don't want the plan or you're not gonna use it, you can, like stop your plan. So it's not contract, it's just month to month. So that'll be good. But I mainly just wanted to like hop on here and connect with you guys and just see how everyone is tolerating this heat. What are you guys doing to stay cool? Just staying indoors, staying hydrated. I've seen some friends that have been risky enough to go out and about in this heat. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna have to do it. My husband bought a backpack pesticide sprayer to help maintain our back fence line. So I think I'm gonna have to go out in the heat tomorrow and get some yard work done. Ugh. But if you're having to stay out, just try and stay hydrated and find ways to stay cool, and God, wear sunscreen. The UV index is insane. And it's like 20, 30 minutes and you start to burn, if even. So, but yeah, if you guys have any thoughts, opinions on this heat dome that we're going through, this massive heat wave, share them. Using triple bonded network right now. Are you, Patrick, using Speedify to bond it? Out of curiosity. Then I've got wine. Not keeping me cool. Yeah, the router's been huge. I use Speedify sometimes when I have my Chase partner with me. He'll take both of our services because he uses, I think, AT&T or Verizon, and I have T-Mobile. So it takes both of ours and bonds it together. But once I have Starlink, it'll take the Starlink and my cell service and bond that together as well. Why would you say you're bad at storm chasing? I don't believe that, Patrick. Yeah, if you're on an outflow dominant storm and getting that cool breeze, yeah, that's super helpful. And feel that. Unfortunately, that means no tornado either, but why would you say you're bad at storm chasing? I don't believe that. I know, I feel like it's been so long since I've gone out and chased. I did some storm coverage when I was down in Florida. Yes, stay hydrated. Yes, absolutely. Wearing sunscreen has been something that I've really been starting to become vocal about a couple months ago. I just had 7 precancerous skin spots removed. So it's like now I'm like big time advocating for sunscreen. Yes, they are. And it's extremely dangerous. And a lot of people don't realize that just sitting in your vehicle even if you are just with the engine off and the windows down, if they're not off, you don't have all your windows down and it's not a good breeze, you're still gonna get big time heat. Bella Box. I have not heard of Bella Box. I have not paid for Speedify. It keeps telling me that I need to upgrade for it and I refuse to, but is Speedify something you have to pay for, or is that free? I'm gonna have to check that out. I just had another chaser that told me about Speedify, so I went over to use that. I haven't even looked to see how much Speedify even cost, to be honest with you. But Bella Box sounds like that's something worth checking out. I'll definitely have to do that. I know that I've been trying to help keep the birds in our yard cool, and I go out there every day and change out the bird bath water to kind of help them out. I don't have any trees in my yard. Who has not been in the bear's cage? Come on, Patrick. That doesn't make you a bad chaser. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the bear's cage. Numerous times. I mean, it's not a dumbass position. If you kind of know what you're doing, not kind of, if you know what you're doing as a chaser, then you can assess what's dumbass for you. That's all I'm going to say on that. People that know what they're doing and can get themselves into the bear's cage and not get injured or lose a windshield or your vehicle, I think it's fine. I've been in it several times myself and have walked away every single time. Drove away. Yeah, drove away. I don't know. I think each person knows and can assess for what they feel comfortable in how close they get. Like, I have gotten really close to some tornadoes. Columbia, Missouri, a few months, 2 months ago. I think me and my chase partner were the closest people to that tornado that came across the highway and had debris flying in front of my Jeep. But I knew I was perfectly safe. So I don't know. I think to each their own. Everybody knows what their comfortable level is of how close they get, I guess. Radiation burns. Yeah, you're not kidding on that, because that's exactly what it is. They think, oh, it's just from the sun, but it's actually from the radiation from the sun. But yeah, you're right. People, it sounds scarier that way, and people would be like, oh shit. But yeah, you're right. If it sounded scarier, people would take it more seriously. But I think once you go through that process of, hey, we're gonna take this off, otherwise it has a high chance of becoming cancer. I think once you go through that, then it completely changes your outlook. Because I used to be somebody that anytime it was sunny outside, I was laying out. I was a sun worshiper up until last summer. And then when I went through that over the summer and 7 spots came off, like that put me in a completely different mindset. And now it's, I've went to the beach for like 50 minutes while I was on there and had like SPF 50 on and didn't like stay out there too long to risk any burning or anything like that. And that's pretty much been my whole laying out in the sun aspect. It's just not something that I'm willing to gamble with anymore. Okay, I got you on the whole Speedify. Oh, Don't worry about that. I get you. I get you. Oh, were you up in Minnesota? Actually, yes, you were, because I went on your live stream and I liked it. How was that chase today? 20 bucks a month. Wow. All right, so yeah, I'll check out Bella Box tonight when I end this stream and definitely check that out and look into it. Because I'm Speedify for 20 bucks a month. That doesn't sound real great. I think some other chasers really trump it up to be something better than what it probably actually is. And I need some, my lips are getting chapped. Now, does Bella Box require a subscription also? And is it like similar, I guess, to what Speedify is? And don't worry about the speech to text. I am the queen of speech to text, and it always messes up what I say versus what it types every time. So I always tell everybody, look, it is up to you to decipher what the heck I'm saying. Every time. It butchers. It like tries to ruin my life on a daily basis. It's fine. Hi, Sonia. Oh my gosh. Girl, how are you? How are you doing in this heat wave? Came on here just to kind of check in with everybody to see how everyone's holding up in this heat. Ugh, man, I was saying earlier, it was cooler in Florida, and I come home to this sweat box here. Ugh, I kind of want to go back. I mean, I knew Tennessee could be hot, but I'm from Central Florida. Oh my gosh. Like, I never thought that, I guess, well, it's also a landlocked state. So in Florida, at least we have sea breezes. Oh, you're in Washington State. Oh, doesn't it like rain there every day? At least that's what I've heard. Like, that's what they say, Seattle, it rains like every day. Holy cow. And it's been like today we got up to my personal weather station set it here at the house. We got up to 99. Heat index was 115 and the feel like was 110. And I decided to be an AC sponge today. Except I had to go to work for a couple of minutes, but I decided to be like an AC sponge all day today. It's just, it's so brutal. Tomorrow, it's supposed to be a little cooler tomorrow. I think like 1 degree, maybe 2. I gotta go out and get some more yard work done. Oh, okay. It's winter and spring. I got you. Let's see. Oh, wow, Patrick. Holy cow. That gets a little concerning. Yeah, I get what you were saying. I wouldn't call that a dumbass move, but yeah, I get what you're saying. That can kind of be a little scary there to go through that. Goodness. I'm glad you're okay though. Man. But, I mean, was it a rain wrap tornado? Was that the problem? I mean, I purposely get close. So, a new business, a new team that we started, 0 Meter Chasers. Well, that name is on a purpose. It's not to the point to where I have to worry that I'm gonna die. I'm not like trying to drive like in the middle of the tornado, but we do get close. It's just something that I'm comfortable with. It doesn't, not much scares me. After being a structural firefighter and a wildland firefighter for so many years, there's not much that scares me. So I'm comfortable with getting close, with knowing not to get too close, to still have respect for the tornado. But man, yeah, I can understand if you're unprepared for it, or if it's not something that you're trying to do, yeah, that can get really concerning. Man. Well, So I guess I'm the only one in Tennessee that's trying to not die from this heat. But the weekend looks a lot better. It looks like Friday we're going to start having storm chances introduced, daily chances of storms. That's going to last for the next probably week, at least here in Middle Tennessee. We'll see how that actually transpires. It would be nice. I know we've gotten a lot of rain. My PWS has already recorded for the year, I think we're over 30 inches for the year here, and that's a bit above average. I can't recall off the top of my head what the national or what the annual average for rain in Middleton. You know what? Let's look that up real quick. I'll put my wine down. Let's look that up really fast. I've got my iPad right here. So let's see. Let's type this out really quick. What? Oh, here we go. What is the annual rainfall average for Middle Tennessee? So let's see, our annual average is between 50 to 60 inches for Middle Tennessee. And I think we've had around over 30 inches. Let's look at the PWS really quick. I think it'll tell me. Oh, you know what? It doesn't. It tells me on the, I don't have Wi-Fi for my PWS. I'm going to be buying a new one to put on Jeepers. But I think when I took the picture earlier today, let's see if I have it on the iPad. Okay, so it said earlier, so for the year, we're already at 29.62 inches. I do not, Patrick. I use my personal weather station that I have of an Accurate, so I use that one. Don't worry, I figured out what you're saying. I'm trailing with you, Patrick. You're good. So, God, our heat index was okay. So the heat index earlier, when it was 99 degrees, it felt like 115. So we're not doing. We're over. We're almost half or just over half of what our annual rainfall is for Middle Tennessee in the end of June. And we aren't even, we've got our second real rainy season, so that will be interesting. I haven't really looked, Patrick, much into getting one. The last time I looked, like it cost money to do that. I don't know, I could be incorrect, but I guess I should look more into it. I might have to reach out to my buddy Ryan over at NWS Nashville and ask him about it, and see what all's entailed with that. Because I wouldn't mind being a part of that. I just use it on my personal weather station just for my own personal information, just to look at it. It's nothing that I report. I mean, it's shown on Weather Underground, but it's nothing that actually gets reported anywhere. But I probably should really look at that, because I don't know. I don't know if anyone in my area also does it. I think that they do, but who knows. But yeah, so just trying to stay cool. Tomorrow will be interesting when I go out to do some yard work, and kind of, I usually always carry a bottle of water with me, so we'll see how that goes. I'm trying, if I could do it like maybe earlier or later in the afternoon, that would probably be better. I mean, it's still 80 degrees here, and it feels like 85. Tomorrow, we're only projected to get up to like 93 here in Middle Tennessee, so that's not bad. And it shows that we have a slight chance for thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. around 2 to 3 o'clock. We'll see. The chances aren't like really big, so we'll see how that transpires. But Friday, our chances really do come back a lot stronger as this ridge starts to head off to the east and allows for storms to fire off again here. And then like that is gonna last all the way through middle of next week. So hopefully we'll get some good rain out of that also and keep the temperatures down as well. That would be nice because this has been absolutely ridiculous lately. Oh, no way. That's pretty cool. When was it, when was that started? And do you have to pay money like annually or monthly or whatever for that to like report how much like your rain gauge shows and stuff like that? And is it something that is like Bluetooth automated, or is it something like you take a picture of or you record the amount that it's in? I really don't know much of anything about that program. I probably should. I should probably like Google it. I think that would be helpful. I mean, I don't know, like on Accurite weather stations, how accurate their weather or their rain gauge tube is. I know I have a friend of mine that's a retired Nashville NWS meteorologist, and he explained like how the tube is actually formed for accuracy. And I found that actually kind of fascinating, but would definitely love to know more about that program. I had the chance when I was at SWAD back in February in Nashville, and it was there, and I was busy with talking with other people, meeting other people, and didn't take the opportunity to actually stop and learn more about it. And I probably should. But I will. I will get better at that. I promise. I will do that. But, man. So, that was the highlight of today is our heat dome persists. Tomorrow will be the last day of it. Friday, storms start back again. Began in 1997. Oh, no way. Fort Collins. Oh, wow. That's pretty interesting. So it's 27 years old. Well, almost 28. My son was born in 97. It's the only way I would know that math that quick. Oh, you're Fort Collins. Oh, wow. Oh, that's horrible. Man. That's absolutely horrible. I know, what was it, 2010, we had that big flood here in Nashville. Well, there. I'm not in Nashville. I'm just to the east. But in 2010, they had a big flood in Nashville. I know it was 2020. Here in Wilson County, Tennessee, we had a major flood where the Cumberland overtook part of State Road 109, and it was pitch black, and I was following, then he was my boyfriend, my husband. I was following him back to his house, and because it was pitch black and we didn't see it, we almost drove right into that water, and a deputy at the last minute pulled out in front of us, passed us and pulled in front of us and stopped us. Otherwise, we would have went straight into that water. And it was pretty deep. To be over State Road 109, that water was really high. Okay, so the rain gauge does cost money. Okay, but the program's free. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, that's really cool. So you have like a lot of like memories that stand out from that. And then with being that program, that's really freaking awesome. So, and then this program is, I'm guessing, nationwide now. I'm sure that impacted you big time as a kid, too. Free. only recollection of the meeting was free food. I felt that to my soul. I really did. Free food, like, that's a memorable moment for anywhere. Like, if it, especially if it was good food, then you're like, yeah, I remember that. That sandwich was really good. That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I just wanted to touch base with everyone. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I think I'm gonna start doing more of these while the weather's quiet. Kind of just, you know, getting to talk with you guys. I think it's a lot of fun, and I would definitely like to get to know you guys more and just talk about anything you guys would want to talk about. If you guys have any questions, any type of anything you want to know about weather or whatnot like that, let's start doing this. But I hope you guys stay cool, stay hydrated, stay cool, wear your sunscreen, and by Friday, this is going to start breaking down, and we'll get storms back in and some cooler temperatures that are more in the normal field. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Mwah! Thank you.